gorgeous watch.
That's something you don't see very often.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's in the Box. I'm Justin, the director of photography. I got Brandon with me, our vintage specialist today, and we're getting into a watch. As you know, we see tons of watches every single day. We always see some interesting stuff. So today we're gonna open one up on camera, get into it, and see what we got.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm excited.
Before we do, gotta do a wrist check.
All right, yeah. I'm
What do
wearing
you got on?
a vintage two-tone root beer.
Very
Rolex
nice.
GMC 1675 with a nice patina on the Jubilee, which I really like. What do
Yeah.
you got? What do you have on?
Panerai Day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I really like it. I love the white dial on this one. It's got like almost a super fine matte texture that
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
Yeah, it makes the color really nice. Yeah,
Matches
it's a good
your
one.
outfit well,
It does.
too.
I'm a sucker for a blued hand too, so that blue hand is it always gets points in my book. Anyway, so we got a watch. This is a local watch today. Should we get into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Oh, I see already. Okay.
Oh, yeah. It's a Patek.
It's a Patek. But what Patek?
Yeah.
Would you care to take a guess before I open it? Here, I'll take a look.
All right.
Let's see.
That's not gonna help, but yeah.
One thing I love about Pateks, I gotta tell you, are these boxes, right?
They are
I mean,
nice.
this is hands down my favorite box in watches. Oh man, okay.
Okay, that's a good reaction.
Take a guess, I'll give you a hint. It's not a usual suspect.
Okay, so it's not a Nautilus.
It's not a Nautilus.
Not an Aquanaut.
It's not an Aquanaut.
All right, it's is it an annual calendar?
No.
Oh.
I do like the
I don't know
annual
why-
calendar.
I don't even know why I thought of that.
You're on the right track though, it is something special.
Okay, one more guess.
One more.
Is it a minute repeater?
It is not, but you will be just
Okay, let's
as
see.
happy with the result.
Oh wow, the skeleton.
It is the Calatrava skeletonized,
wow.
the rose gold.
5180.
Gorgeous watch.
That's something you don't see very often.
I think this is the first one we've ever seen. Okay, so this is fully skeletonized. Like I said, this is the rose gold version. It's the ultra thin, which is so comfortable. I mean, just
that's
wearing
nice.
those
Right
are
under
so
the cuff, yeah.
Yeah, it has their ultra thin movement, which is like something like 2.5 millimeters thick for the movement.
Really?
And the whole watch is like 7 millimeters,
I think, yeah.
ish, which is incredibly comfortable and I mean, incredibly gorgeous, right? Like,
Yeah.
just look at it. That's like the showstopper on this watch.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's you'll get, you know, if I was wearing that, I would definitely like forget to check the time and just like stare at like the rotor moving, and the
Right.
micro rotor, which
And
is
the
nice.
micro rotor,
And that's all fully hand engraved.
it is.
Nice.
So, I mean, it looks amazing here, but you really don't appreciate it until you take some time and look at it really up close. I mean, actually, I would even say with a loop, right?
Yeah, you need,
Because you're right, it's all hand done. It's something like 130 hours worth of work
Wow.
just in the engraving
Wow.
on all the movement pieces, you know, just everything to it. So a ton of work that's gone into it. But yeah, a gorgeous watch here. I'm actually going to
yeah,
try it
Let's
on
see how it
because-
looks. Yeah. And that bracelet is killer. It's like mesh, like wow.
yeah,
it's
I
super
really like
nice.
that bracelet.
It's super cool. Wow, you can really just stare at that for a long time.
You know, it has the automatic movement with the micro rotor. It's like a 48-hour power reserve. 39 millimeter case,
Yeah, it's a good
which I
size.
think is a really good
Sweet
size.
spot.
Yeah.
It's a good size, but since it's so thin, it really wears nicely.
Yeah, and I love the skeletons. I think when they're done well, it's just such a unique piece. And this one absolutely is done well. They can be, for me, a little bit harder to read.
Yeah.
I guess you can't have everything. For me, I don't take a lot of points off for that. For me, it's it's worth it. I love the look of the skeletonized. I think it's so unique, and I just love to see. I mean, automatic watches are just like an amazing little machine, right?
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, like, that's kind of what we love about them. It's just, you know, the romanticism of like this tiny little machine with hundreds of parts and all these moving pieces.
Yeah.
And to be on display, I think is really special. So I love that fact.
Yeah, I agree. It can be a little hard to read sometimes, like you said, but the hands, they are, you know, clearly blued, and they do contrast a little.
Yeah, yeah, you can. It's not, you know, it's not impossible or extremely difficult. It's just, you know, of course, it's going to be easier to see like an Explorer 2 with black hands on a white dial,
course,
right?
yeah.
That's really easy. This isn't quite there, but
That feels nice.
it looks good too.
And I like this like buckle where it says Patek Philippe
Yeah.
on there. That's nice and like
really comfortable. It looks great on you.
Thanks, yeah, I'll take it. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but Cartier made a watch called the Helm, where it kind of had this kind of similar motif of like these, kind of like, I guess you can call these the hour markers around the edge.
It was
almost
similar.
Like, and I don't know, like maybe it looks like a ship's wheel or something, but it's kind of, that's what this immediately made me think of.
I definitely see that. Where like the inner is kind of a contained unit, and it's attached to the case by those spokes, or on the hour markers. So it's like the 12-hour markers.
Yeah, it's super interesting design, but I wouldn't be surprised if they took a little inspiration from that.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's really nice, and it allows for a lot of space, so you can really see all the way through, like the front crystal and back crystal, and it gives it that kind of like floating vibe to the watch.
Yeah, no, it's cool, and I mean, I love that you can kind of see through it. It's definitely a conversation.
Absolutely. For me, this it's great. Starter. It's a showstopper. I mean, time only. I got no problem with that. This is all about the movement, the decoration, the amount of work and craftsmanship that have gone into it. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous watch.
Yeah, and if you look, it's like almost hidden kind of, but it's clearly there once you see it. The Patek Philippe is engraved right in there, so you can see that.
It's subtle, but it's there, and once you really get into it, you start noticing.
Super cool.
Again, gorgeous watch. This one will be up on our site under the new arrivals sometime soon. If you're looking, absolute showstopper. So anyone looking to add a great skeleton Patek to their collection, keep an eye on the Bob's Watches new arrivals page.
Yeah.
Well, that does it for this one today, Brandon. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's
glad I could share this one with you.
Always fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So until next time, be well.
Yep, take care.